you want to evaluate expressions, compilers generally use parenthesis-free postfix notation. When the compiler is designed, they have designed in such a way that it uses the postfix notation. Why it is using postfix notation is it is parenthesis-free. Okay, and then the evaluation of postfix expression is simple than the evaluation of corresponding infix expression. And if you want to evaluate the postfix expression, you have to scan the entire expression only one time, starting from the left direction till you reach the rightmost symbol in the expression, given expression. And for evaluating this, we are going to use again the stacks. And in case of postfix evaluation, we are going to place operands on the stack, not the operators. So the stack in this case is known as operand stack. Okay, so this is the basic introduction. Now let us see the algorithm for postfix evaluation. When you start, you will have one postfix expression in your hand. You want to find the answer of that. So what is the first step is you need to initialize an empty stack, because in the stack only we are going to push all our operands. So initialize an empty stack. After that, you scan the given postfix expression from left direction, sorry, it is left to the right direction. And when you are scanning, you have to take care of certain steps. So you are going to repeat steps 4 up to 6 till the end of the expression is reached. So how to find whether end of expression is reached is when you are writing program, you are going to take the entire expression in a string, and when null character is reached, you will say that end of the expression is reached. So that we will see in programs. Now let us understand only the logic behind this. So you are going to scan one element. You will check whether the scanned element is operand or not. If it is an operand, you are going to push the operand on the stack. Otherwise, if the scanned element is an operator, then you need to pop 2 elements from the stack. Why we are going to pop 2 elements from the stack is we are going to focus only on the binary operators now. In case of binary operators, you need 2 operands for it. So you are going to pop 2 elements from the stack as soon as you encounter one operator. Then the whatever element you are popping first, that element you are going to keep it as operand 2. And whatever you pop second from the stack, that will be operand 1. Then this step is very important. Okay, whatever is popped first, that is operand 2, and whatever is popped second, that is operand 1. Then you are going to perform the given operation. So the operation is nothing but your operand 1, then you apply the operator, then operand 2. So you do this, finally you will get one answer, that is the result. That result, again, you have to push onto the stack. Okay, so whatever we are pushing in the stack is, first we are pushing the operands. When we get an operator, we pop 2 operands from the stack because we are working on binary operators. Then we are going to apply the operator on the 2 popped operands. We will get one answer. Now that answer, we are going to again push it into the stack. Okay, so now these steps 4, 5, and 6, you have to repeat multiple times. How long you will be repeating is till you reach the end of the expression. Once you reach the end of the postfix expression, you have finished everything, so your answer is ready. So where is your answer? That is nothing but you see the stack, you will get only one number in the stack, that is your final answer. So first, evaluate the postfix expression 8, 2, 3, multiply and minus. When they give you something like this, you have to assume that every number, every digit is one operand. Don't combine two digits. Either they will give with some space, or otherwise they will separate with comma. If they don't do anything, if they give numbers like this, you have to assume that every symbol is one number, one input operand. Okay. So now you have to scan the expression starting from the left till you reach the rightmost direction. Okay. So I have written here totally 6 columns. In the first column, postfix expression, what is currently available in your hand. And the second column is what is the symbol currently you are scanning. Third column is, I told you when you get an operator, you have to pop 2 operands from the stack. Whatever operand you are popping first, that will be the operand 2. So that I have written first. Then whatever operand you are popping second, that will be operand 1. So that is the fourth column. And when you get an operator, you have to apply the operator on the two operands you popped. That is on operand 2 and operand 1. Finally, you will get one result. So that is the fifth column. And last column is after you get the result, you will be pushing again the result into the stack if you get an operator. Or if you get an operand directly, you will be pushing the operand in the stack. So that is the stack content, which is the last column. Now let us see how to trace the given example. So first, when I start, my postfix expression is 823 multiply and minus. Don't read this as 823. This is 8, then 2, and then 3. 3 different numbers. Okay, you have to assume that every number is going to occupy only one digit. Okay, so first I'm going to scan the leftmost symbol from this number. So the scanned symbol is nothing but 8. Now, the moment you scan the symbol, check whether it is an operand or operator. Now it is an operand. If it is an operand, push the symbol on the stack. So now 8, I'm going to push on the stack. So stack content is now 8, the last column. Next, I'm going to scan the next symbol. You can see here in the next line, I have removed 8 because that is already scanned. So now my remaining expression is 2, 3, multiply, and then minus. Now I'm going to scan the leftmost symbol again. So now currently the leftmost symbol is 2. So the scan symbol is 2. Again, it is an operand. So if you have an operand, push it onto the stack. Now, already in the stack, you have 8. You are going to push 2 in the stack. So write this 2 after this 8. Okay. Next, I have 3. Okay. That current scanned symbol is 3. Okay. Now this is again operand. So push it into the stack now. So I have 823 on the stack. 8 is one number, 2 is the second number, 3 is the third number. Okay. Next, I have multiply. Now you should be careful. So far we have scanned only an operand, so we pushed it directly. Now we have multiply. It is an operator. So multiply is binary operator. So we are going to pop 2 operands now. So the scan symbol is multiply. You pop 2 operands. In my stack, I have 823. So whatever I am going to pop from the stack first, that will be operand 2. Always remember, from the stack, you can pop only from the top of the stack. That is the last element you have added. That will be removed first. So 3 is the element I have added last. That will be removed first. So whatever I pop now, that is 3. That should be written as operand 2. Then you pop the next element from the stack. That is 2. This is operand 1. Now the important steps comes. Here only people will do mistake. You are going to find the answer. That is the result. The result is nothing but, see the formula I have written here. Result is operand 1, then operator, then operand 2. Here, operand 1 is nothing but the second symbol you have popped, that is 2. Operator you scanned is multiply, so write it. Then operand 2 is the first symbol you have popped, that is 3. Now, you have to find this answer. It is an expression, you find the answer of this particular expression. 2 multiplied by 3 is 6. Okay, now 6 is your new result. You have to push the result into the stack. Now remember, already we have popped this 2 and 3. So stack will have only 8. So push the result 6 on the stack now. So you will have 8 followed by the currently pushed element is 6. Next, I have the next operator, that is minus. Again, minus is a binary operator. So I have to pop 2 operands now. The first operand I'll be popping is 6. Previous step, I have 8 and 6. I'll be popping first 6, that is operand 2. Next, I am going to pop 8, that is operand 1. Then I have to find the result. Result is nothing but operand 1, 8, minus, that is the symbol you have scanned. Then operand 2, that is 6. So 8 minus 6 is now 2. So what you have to do, this 2 is, that should be again pushed into the stack. Already you have popped 8 and 6. The stack is empty now. When you get the answer 2, push the answer 2 on the stack. So you will have only one number 2 on the stack now. Now you see your expression. The postfix expression has reached the end. So end of input is reached. When end of input is reached, you have to simply see what is on the top of the stack. You will get only one element on the top of the stack to say that the answer of this given postfix expression is 2. Given like this. There is an expression given and the value of all the variables are given also, right? Now, while you are writing the first time, you replace all the variables by means of the values. Okay, and if they give suppose 2 digits in any of the numbers, that is also possible. Okay, when they are giving expression like this, for A they will give 25. In that case, when you are writing the numbers here in the first time, give space between two different symbols so that you will understand when the first symbol is over, when you have the second symbol, and so on. Now, for simplicity, I have taken only one digit in any number. You may get more than one digit also. So while you are writing the first time, be careful. If you have more than one digit in a number, give space between two different variables or the numbers. Now, I am substituting all the variables in the expression with the values given. So A is substituted with 2, B is substituted with 4, and so on. Then I have given the final expression. Now here you see I have given -5. This -5 is, minus is not the binary operator, it is a unary minus, negate minus. Okay, so be careful. So first I am going to scan the first symbol, that is 2. This 2 is an operand. Operand can have either variables or otherwise it can have constants also. Here we have constant. Okay, so this 2 is an operand, so push it into the stack. So I have 2 now. Next, I'm scanning 4. The 4 is again an operand. Push it in the stack. I have 2 and 4 on the stack now. Next, I have plus. Plus is an operator. Since it is binary operator, pop 2 operands from the stack. So whatever you are popping first, 4, that will be your operand 2. Then 2 is your operand 1. Now perform operand 1, operator, operand 2. That is nothing but 2 plus 4 is equal to 6. 6 is your new result. That result you have to push into the stack. If you see, previously we have 2 and 4 on the stack, but we have popped them. After popping, we have here, your stack is empty. So you push this new result 6 onto the stack now. So stack is currently having the number 6. Next, take the next symbol. It is -5. Push the operand on the stack because we are working with operand stack. So -5 is now placed on the top of the stack. Next, I'm going to scan the next symbol, that is 3. 3 is again an operand. So I'll be pushing onto the stack. Then I'm going to scan the next symbol, that is minus. Okay, so this minus is binary operator. So you pop 2 operands from the stack. First operand is 3. Second operand is -5. But remember, whatever you are popping first, that will be operand 2 only. Okay, don't do mistake here. If you write this, you will be correctly proceeding. So now you apply the operator. So it is nothing but first take -5, then take the operator, then take 3. Okay, the formula is operand, operator, and operand 2. Okay, so I have -5 minus 3. So answer is now -8. Push -8 onto the stack. Previously, we have removed -5 and 3. So you will be having only 6 on the stack. I am pushing now -8. Next, I have the symbol multiply. When you have multiply, it is an operator. So remove 2 operands from the stack. Whatever you remove first, -8, that will be the operand 2. Whatever you remove second, 6, that will be operand 1. Now apply the operator on both the operands. So first take 6, then multiply, then the operand 2 -8. 6 multiplied by -8 is -48. Now push that -48 onto the stack. Previously it was having 6 and -8, but we have popped it. The stack is empty now. So push -48 onto the stack. Currently it is having only one element. So next I have the symbol -1. Okay, so this -1 is nothing but it is an operand. So push the operand on the stack on the top of -48. Then scan the next symbol, it is divide. Divide is an operator. So pop 2 operands from the stack. The first operand is -1, that will become operand 2. Then next operand is -48, that will become operand 1. Then I apply operand 1, divide operand 2. So -48 divide -1. So answer will be 48. Now, I have written the same step here so that you can easily continue. Now, scan the next symbol. The next symbol is 2. 2 is an operand, so push it onto the stack. Currently, stack is having 48. Push 2 on top of 48. Then scan the next symbol. It is 4. It is again an operand. Push it onto the stack. So we have now 4 placed over 2. Scan the next symbol. It is plus. Plus is an operator. So pop 2 operands from the top of the stack. The first is 4. That will become operand 2. Second popped is 2. That will become operand 1. Now apply operand 1 plus operand 2. That is 2 plus 4. Answer will be 6. Push it onto the stack. Then scan the symbol, multiply. It is again an operator, which is binary. So pop 2 operands. First operand popped is 6. That will become operand 2. Second operand is 48. That will become operand 1. Then apply operand 1, that is 48. Then symbol, that is multiply. Then operand 2, 6. So answer will be 288. Now 288, you have to push it onto the stack. So now I have 288 alone on the stack. Now end of input is reached. Remember, when you get end of input, definitely you should have only one number on the top of the stack. Currently, we have only one number. That is my answer. So the given postfix expression evaluates to 288. So the expression given is 897. Okay, you can copy the expression. Some expression is given. Scan the first symbol. It is an operand. Push it on the stack, 8. Scan the next symbol. It is 9. Again, it is an operand. Push it on the stack. Scan the third symbol, 7. It is again operand. Push it on the stack. We have currently 3 operands on the stack. Next, scan the next symbol. It is multiply. It is an operator. So pop 2 operands. First is 7. Second is 9. But when I apply, I'll be applying 9 multiplied by 7. Answer is 63. So I have to push 63 on the stack. Since I have already popped 9 and 7, it will not be available on the stack. Now currently I have 8 and 63 on the stack. Next, plus. Plus is an operator. So now I have to pop 2 operands from the stack, 63 and 8. But when I apply the operator, I have to apply 8 plus 63. Just reverse it, that's all. So you will be getting 71. Remember, when you get multiply or addition, even if you pop in the reverse order, you will be getting correct answer only. But in case of minus and divide, they are not commutative. So you will be getting wrong answer. So be careful with this particular step. So now I have 71 as the answer. I am pushing it onto the stack. Currently, my stack is having only 71. Next, I am having 6. It is an operand. I am pushing on the stack. Next, scanning 5. Again, it is an operand. Pushing on the stack. Then I'm scanning multiply. It is an operator. So I have to pop 2 operands. 5 is the first operand. It is operand 2. 6 is the second operand popped. That will become operand 1. Next, I will apply 6 multiplied by 5. Answer is 30. That I will push on the stack. So I'll have 71 and then 30 on the stack. I'll just copy the same step again in the next slide also. Now I'm going to scan the symbol. It is 4. It is an operand. I'm going to push it on the stack. Next, I'm scanning plus. It is an operator. So I'll be popping 2 operands. First is 4. Second is 30. Now I will apply 30 plus 4. Answer is 34. I'll again push it onto the stack. Next, I'm going to pop 2. It is a symbol. That is an operand. So push it onto the stack. Next, symbol is divide. It is an operator. So I have to pop 2 operands. So first is 2, second is 34. Remember, here you will commit mistake. If you don't change the order, you will write as 2 divided by 34. That will give you wrong answer. So change it. First operand, you have popped as operand 2. Second, you popped as operand 1. So apply operand 1, operator, operand 2. So I will have now 34 divided by 2, 70. Push it onto the stack. Next, I have minus. Is not commutative. Okay, so I'm popping 2 operands. First is 17. That will become operand 2 only. Next popped is 71. That will become operand 1. Now I will apply operand 1 minus operator, operand 2. So answer will be 54. That I will push it onto the stack. Now my end of input is reached. When end of input is reached, you will have only one number on the stack. That is your answer. So this particular postfix expression evaluates into 54.